Hi again, it's me. So now I will be discussing an overview of some of the projects that I tackled on this semester. So the first project that I want to discuss is the ERG reference sheet. So that refers to the employee resource groups that we offer here on the West Coast. So I went and I compiled all the contact information as well as a brief description of each employee resource group and also how to join. So next steps for this ERG reference sheet is to meet with Ingrid Hadley and get her stamp of approval on this sheet just to make sure that all the information is accurate and just any feedback since she does oversee all of the ERG groups, at least here on the West Coast. And also, we are hoping to have this sheet ready and done by spring semester so that we could possibly incorporate it into the orientation packets as well so that interns have that information on hand for their first initial weeks of the internship. So the next project that I want to move on to discuss is the informational interview swap. So this project, I was able to meet with a few returning interns and get their insight with what their process was in doing informational interviews, maybe some tips that they would give to other interns as well. So with this information, I also was able to brainstorm 3 different ideas. So I think having 3 options to present to interns on different ways to go about informational interviews is also really helpful. So one of the ideas that I came up with was definitely utilizing LinkedIn as a source of getting that information. So LinkedIn is a great place to research people within the company, even see, what employees within NBC Universal maybe have attended the same university as you. The second idea that I had proposed in terms of the informational interview swap was to implement some sort of buddy system. So I think having a buddy system would definitely encourage interns to just be more comfortable in terms of reaching out for informational interviews. So finding a buddy at orientation or even reaching out to another intern that maybe has similar career interests as you is a great way to network. And then the third idea I had proposed for the informational interview swap was to have some sort of chart or outline for the interns that shows maybe successes or statistics of what interns have reached out to what departments and how successful they were in those departments. So next project is the supervisor how-to guide. This is something that definitely is going to be ongoing. I briefly looked at some of the things that might be of a concern. I know a lot of the information was a bit overwhelming, so just continuing seeing what can be improved, what concerns might be addressed. This is definitely an ongoing project. Alright, so moving on, next is the event recaps of our Kick It events, and Justin will go into more detail about that, but this is definitely something that should be continued, and we should keep this for future intern insiders. Next steps with that would be to even receive direct quotes from interns at the event to include in the Intern Insider. This could be a great add-on for event recaps to get those direct quotes of interns that did attend the event and what they thought of the event. The next project that I'm going to discuss is the NBC4 collaboration. So this was something that I took on lead in terms of collaborating with NBC4. The community relations specialist over here on the West Coast, her name is Kim Dutton. She reached out to Kyle and wanted some interns to volunteer for a community event. So this transitioned into 2 very successful community events that NBC4 was a part of. So with this project, I was able to formalize a process in terms of recruiting those interns that were interested in volunteering their time. So I sent out mass emails along with survey links to see which interns were available, who wanted to volunteer for which shift. So it all depended on availability as well as scheduling and things like that. So even t-shirt t-shirt sizes, minor details like that, and figuring out parking and stuff. So this was a lot of the information that I had to relay to the interns and also communicate that back to Kim and NBC4. So next steps for this project would be to definitely continue that cross collaboration across departments. So NBC4 is a great initial start, and I definitely see this growing, and it definitely, you know, puts campus to career out there in terms of collaborating with other departments, and it also, you know, encourages interns to get involved in a different way. So volunteering is a huge thing because they can get involved in the community as well as network with other departments, other interns, even other staff within the company. So in addition to, you know, employee resource groups and things like that, definitely volunteer events are something that interns definitely enjoyed. I received really, really positive feedback from these events. And the last project that I tackled on this semester was the target school research that I did with Joanna, Justin, and Miriam. So that concludes my overview of all the projects that I have been working hard on this semester. So I will go ahead and pass it over to Justin, and he will continue to discuss what he's been working on this semester. Again, I want to thank you guys all for your time. Thank you guys all for giving us this opportunity, and I will keep in touch. Bye. Have a good one.